Hey guys, welcome back to another Fortnite video. So, the newest season has gone live for OG. Now, one cool thing I like about this screen is not only her profile render for the skin, but the background of this screen. It's a reference to the first ever Battle Pass screen, which I think is pretty nice. So let's get into it. So obviously you've already seen one of the skins just here. Yes, we're going to be playing this mode, but just a moment, we need to check out the pass. Ooh, look at this. So this is the next pass, and it ends in March. Let's have a look. So here's the skin with that you get when you have the pass, Sparkle Diva. I like her hair, kind of looks nice. Yeah, there you go, the reference again to the first pass. Then we've got the glider. That's awesome. It plays music, just like the Equalizer glider. That is awesome. I like that. Nice contrail. Then we got the pickaxe. That does look pretty nice as well. Reminds me of DJ Yonder's kind of set in general. Nice little backbling. Oh, we got an emote. Nice little reference to her character. That's continuous. Alright. Then we've got an added style. Oh, okay, we've gone more with like the purple look. That's pretty nice. Yeah, there should be an option where you can wear her glasses if you want. Ooh, okay. Now this is an interesting look for this one. Cuddle Team Specialist. A remix for Cuddle Team Leader. This is really cool. You know what this reminds me of? Splinter Cell, if you've ever heard of that game. I only know of its existence and its general look. I've never actually played the game myself. But yeah, this is what it kind of reminds me of. Let's have a look at the rest of their stuff. Oh, so is that where the pickaxes are stored? Seems like it. But yeah, cool looking skin. I like that a lot. Ooh, that's a nice pattern for the glider. Ooh. Oh, they're referencing the Cuddle skin with this. I like that. Oh, hell yeah. That is such a cool loading screen. Oh, emote. That's cool. Tiny little helicopter. And then we've got the remixed Black Knight. Oh, look at that emote. That's cool. And then we got the bat bling. It's bigger than the original shield, but look at the fire effects. Like, wow. Then we've got that glider. And look at the pickaxe. Okay, it's kind of sleek, but looks pretty nice. And then finally, we have the Night Conqueror skin. That's interesting. They've only done the fire effect through one of his eyes. I think it's because they've acknowledged that there was a time where when Skull Trooper came back to the item shop, he had an added style where both of his eyes had like ghostly effects, but you couldn't turn them off for the longest time until years later. So I think they kind of were careful with deciding how they designed that, but that is really cool. And then we got a reference to Ultima Night as well with this added style. This is pretty cool. I think from this point onwards is when things are going to get much better. Things are going to be how people remember them from the classic Chapter 1 days. And then the loading screen for, you know, advertising the season. Good old Tilted Towers. Pretty nice. So that was the pass. Once again, the same thing I said about the first OG pass, the same applies here. Simple but effective with the reskins. Like that a lot. And yeah, I'm going to be looking forward to playing on the map now that more of the iconic POIs have been added. So without further ado, let's get to it. Ah, here we go. These locations here. This is the map people were the most familiar with before all the crazy stuff went down, like season 3 and onwards. I get it, honestly. I get the nostalgia for chapter 1 because, yeah, things were quite simple, and the map actually feels decently sized as well. Anyways, you know what we have to do. We have to drop Tilted. Here we go. Here's Tilted. The place where sweats reign supreme, or at least they did once. Yeah, I don't think I want to land there. Someone's already gone in there. Oh, I think I'm going to die. Obviously, I'm playing zero build, so it's not going to feel as sweaty. But yeah, back in the day, you did not want to land here unless you knew what you were doing. Well, after how I died, even though I almost had that person with the revolver, it seems even with people deciding to not build, it's still a ruthless place. Wouldn't have it any other way. One thing I've noticed as well is that all the skins they've chosen to remix were either really prominent in that battle pass that they're being remixed from, or they're of characters that are now considered iconic, which back then obviously they had no idea if that was the case because it was just starting out then. So I'll be really intrigued to see what remixes they'll do and how creative they'll get with them. I mean, Rust Lord has already been remixed once, but I'm intrigued to see how they're going to do it again. I think one of the astronaut skins should be next. I'm not exactly knowledgeable on what astronaut because there was multiple. And I'm not sure what other one they could do, but I'm sure once that pass comes out in the future, we'll know, that, yeah, that was an obvious pick. Yeah, it's good to have Tilted back, even if you're very likely to die very quickly. It's good to be back. Ooh, hang on a minute. Could have sworn someone was here. I mean, you saw the walls being broken. And look, they added the next version of the grenade UI. That's really cool. Oh, the spike traps. Now we're back to business. And I think I've just accidentally wandered myself into a battle zone, so I better be careful. Oh, hello. Oh, minis are back. Oh, that's good. They've brought minis back. Now we're really back in business. Right, there's going to be someone else here. I forgot to mention as well, before I hit record, there was a video promoting the season showing the remixed Cuddle team leader boxing someone and putting a spike trap there. I like that they've acknowledged that. Um, that in the early days, that's what people did. I mean, I imagine people still do that, but you know, there's so many more ways you can do it now. Get more creative with it. Clearly, here's someone in here. Ah, gone up or down? I can't tell. Probably gone up. That's not good. We need to go. Alright, one more match. Feeling good about this one. Decided to go to Haunted Hills this time. Thought this was a neat little spot, you know, themed around a graveyard. And I do believe that's how Raven and Ravage, those skins came to be, because this would be where they live. Now, is it just me, or have they added like the old ambient tracks and like noises that would play depending on where you are or what time of day it is on the map? I'm not really sure. You experts of Chapter 1 will have to let me know. I just thought that was really interesting. It doesn't feel like you really get that in the newer seasons. But again, I could be wrong with that too. I'm not sure I've noticed this in the last OG video for the first season, but it's got the classic design for the supply drop. I think that's pretty cool. More attention to detail. Ah, I can be a bush. Yes, please. I'd very much like to be a bush. Because it's funny. Ow, I lost my bush. I was going to say, there's no way I'm going to fumble the bag a third time. Now, I'm going to take that. Gonna have a lot of fun with that later in the match, hopefully. Oh, sniper. That's not good. Now, a little bit of a history lesson for the newer players. That glare you saw of the sniper, it wasn't always there. In fact, for the longest time, you had to have really good eyesight to be able to detect these fellas. Oh, okay, you're pretty good. Ooh, that was close. That was close. So before that interruption, yeah, you needed to have really good eyes to see a player sniping you. And I guess to mention the bush as well, since I only had that for a very short amount of time. One of the oldest tricks you can do is known as bush camping. Before they introduced the big bushes that you can just run into, you can wear a bush like this person's doing, and you just sit completely still, crouched, wait for someone stupid and gullible to go by, and then you take them out. Gotcha. Oh, it is rammed in here. Oh boy. Right. Let's have some fun, shall we, with some of these spike traps. Now, obviously, you could hear they make a noise, so if someone's nearby, yeah, they're not going to fall for it. Oh, you clever dog, you sly dog. You knew exactly what I was doing. Well played. You know what? I can't be annoyed at that. Well played. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. Once again, I think the pass is pretty good. I mean, I do understand there is a complaint that the price for this pass is basically the same as the regular battle pass and you have less content. So, yeah, I do agree with people when they say that the OG pass should have less V-Bucks needed to purchase it. But, yeah, good to have minis back, mini shields. Another complaint with Season 1 was you could only get big pots and they weren't that easy to come by, so that's completely valid as well, honestly. And things can only go up from here, where um, some of the more cool and iconic skins that instantly come to mind will be remixed inevitably in the past. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this pass, as well as having most of the major POIs back on the map. And let me know what your favourite Chapter 1 season was, if you were lucky enough to play it at the time, because I was not. Apparently, Mario Odyssey had the higher priority. Depending on who you ask, that's either a good thing or a bad thing. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, And let me know how you feel about these remixes of these iconic skins.